Hello, I'm Steve. I've been telling you about the Star Trek action figures that I'm selling on eBay. I'm sorry about the lighting conditions today. It's early mid-autumn now, and it's dark outside, and I don't have a professional lighting system, so just have to make do, I'm afraid. So today I want to just tell you about a couple of other characters that I've got a number of models of. Starting with Commander William T Riker, here in his second season uniform, which we can tell because he has a beard, which he didn't have in the first season, and he's wearing the low cut collar that didn't appear, sorry, only appeared in the first and second seasons. And also by the fact that on the box it handily says Commander William T. Riker in Star Trek The Next Generation second season uniform, which I think you'll agree, bit of a giveaway. So that I think was the earliest action figure that came out. This one is from 1993. The next Riker I have here, Commander William Riker, Executive Officer of the Enterprise, in a third season plus uniform, which, if you look carefully, you can see it's artfully torn there about his chest and arm, much in the manner of Captain Kirk, I suppose. I guess he was seen as a bit of a Captain Kirk substitute, down to that T in the middle of his name there. In Riker's case, stands for Thomas. Uh, James T. Kirk was James Tiberius Kirk, of course. But some parallels there. Um, there we go. And the other Riker model I have is from Star Trek Generations, the first of the cinema films that was made with the Next Generation. And here he is wearing that uniform that was designed for the film but never actually used. And I'll come back to that in a moment, because what I am also going to show you is a few Geordi LaForge characters. Now, um, just go back to Riker for a moment. Riker was played by Jonathan Frakes, quite a big name in the Star Trek world, directed a number of the movies, very successfully with First Contact, and lots of other episodes. And he was in that disastrous final episode of Star Trek Enterprise, which, oh, what a shame, what a shame. And of course, he's been directing Discovery, appeared in Picard, which I really liked. But moving on now to Geordi LaForge, played by LeVar Burton, one of my favourite Next Generation characters. Here is Geordi as a lieutenant commander wearing a third season plus uniform, a gold uniform, of course, because originally, when he was first in the series, he wore a red uniform because he was just a bridge officer. In the second season, he was promoted to chief engineer, which I thought was a huge leap at the time, but obviously richly deserved. Um, so that's Geordie. Now I've got an interesting Geordie figure, which is Commander LaForge as a Tarkanan 3 alien. Now, in this episode, which let me just consult my notes, the episode was called Identity Crisis. And in Identity Crisis, Geordie goes down to the alien planet of Tarkanan 3. He's infected with a virus and turns into an alien. So, somewhere under that makeup, I guess, is LeVar Burton, unless there was a body double. I really don't know. But that's an interesting figure. Not sure I'm going to price that when it sells, when I sell it. But there you are. That's an interesting LaForge. And getting back to that movie uniform. So I've shown you this from Generations, which is Riker in the never used movie uniform. And in the end, instead, they went with the same uniform that was used in Voyager and a couple of seasons of Deep Space Nine. And I have the Geordi figure in the movie uniform, the one that was actually used. And as you can see here, it's the all black uniform with gold on the shoulders. Um, and there's Geordi in his visor. Later on, of course, in First Contact, he loses the visor, and I believe it was quite difficult for Burton to wear that thing. It's quite uncomfortable. So I'm not sure why he didn't insist on getting rid of it earlier. Really, I suppose it was in his contract. But that's an interesting one again. Um, Geordi LaForge. One other bonus thing, really, because this is a completely different character altogether, and that's Tasha Yar. And if you know Next Generation, of course, you'll know that Tasha Yar was the security officer of the Enterprise before Lieutenant Worf took over. She was killed off, I think, at Denise Crosby, the actor's request. I don't know whether she feared being typecast or what, but she was killed off in an episode called Second Skin, where basically she was murdered by a malevolent alien oil slick. Um, yeah, and I think Denise Crosby might have regretted leaving to an extent because she did a number of return episodes. She came back in Yesterday's Enterprise, where she played an alternate Tasha Yar from an alternate universe, and later came back as a Romulan, Commander Salar, who was a daughter of Tasha's after she'd been kidnapped and eventually became a concubine of a Romulan military person. Um, so there we are. That's an interesting figure as well, Lieutenant Tasha Yar. Um, I will be listing those shortly, not sure when. Look out for them. I'll put a link to my eBay profile. So if you want to have a look at that, if you want to subscribe to this channel, maybe hit the notification icon if you're interested in seeing any more of these videos. And that's it for now. Thank you. Bye.